London. The year is 1700. A city rising from the ashes of fire, trembling under the weight of disease. Where the smell of coal smoke mixes with river fog, a new world is slowly being born. On the edge of the River Thames, thick grey mist rolls over the water as wooden boats glide silently between the docks.
The river is the beating heart of the city. Its highway, its marketplace, its lifeline.
Merchant ships bring spices from the East Indies, sugar from the Caribbean, tea from China, and silk from Persia.
The air tastes of salt, smoke, and opportunity. Here, men shout bargains, sailors curse the tides, and the sound of hammers
And ropes echoes through the morning. Walking inland, we enter the busy streets of the City of London, the historic core enclosed by ancient Roman walls. Merchants open their wooden shutters as apprentices sweep the front steps.
for another long day. Coffee houses buzz with debate and gossip. In the 1700s, these cafes are not just places to drink.
They are the engines of ideas. Within their smoky rooms, men read newspapers, argue politics. Lloyd's Coffee House, a modest wooden room filled with ink-stained tables, is transforming into the world's first modern insurance market. But the city is still recovering from the disaster that struck a generation earlier, the Great Fire of 1666. Of a new London. As we step inside, sunlight streams through high windows, illuminating marble floors and the whispering walls of the cathedral. Here, in these vast chambers, the noise of the city fades into sacred stillness. Cities in Europe. The contrast between wealth and poverty is sharp. On one side, wealthy gentlemen ride in carriages,
decorated with polished brass, wearing powdered wigs and embroidered coats. On the other side, barefoot children run through narrow alleys,
where cramped wooden houses lean dangerously over open gutters. The smell of fish, sewage, and horse manure mixes in the air.
For many, survival is a daily struggle. We move eastward toward the markets,
Lifting wriggling eels and freshly caught cod. Farther north, at Smithfield Market, cattle bellow as farmers guide their animals through the crowds. The ground is muddy and the noise overwhelming. But markets are the lifeblood of London's economy.
where fortunes are made, and where food for an entire city changes hands. From the chaos of the marketplace, we walk into
the elegant district of Covent Garden. Street performers juggle and sing, peddlers sell flowers, and artists.
I simply cannot wait to see Mr. Garrick tonight.
They say this new play is his finest work yet.
Age of drama and music is thriving. Theatre.
Art of opera. The world is changing, and entertainment is becoming a central part of London life. The surface. As evening approaches, we step into the notorious slums of St. Giles's and Spitalfields. The streets are narrow and unlit. Gin shops, cramped and smoky, offer cheap escape to the poor. Gin has become so popular, so dangerous, that Londoners call this era the Gin Craze. Women cradle infants with one hand while drinking with the other. Crimes rise, and the city struggles to control the growing addiction. The government eventually introduces heavy taxes and laws to slow down the spread of gin. But the damage is already deep. Leaving the slums, we head toward the grand heart of British power, Westminster. Here stands the Palace of Westminster, home to Parliament, where laws are debated and where Britain's growing empire takes shape. Next to it rises Westminster Abbey, the resting place of kings, poets, scientists, and heroes.
Isaac Newton, Elizabeth I, and countless figures who defined English history.
Of the nation's deep roots. Moving south, we cross the river by boat to the district of Southwark. This area, once known for bear-baiting pits and rowdy taverns, is becoming a place of entertainment and trade. The riverbanks here are lined
with warehouses storing goods from across the world. London's global influence is growing rapidly.
To the East India Company's factories in Bengal, the threads of empire stretch across oceans. The center of a vast and controversial global network, one built on trade, ambition, and often exploitation.
10 o'clock, and all's well.
Calling out the hours. The sound of carriage wheels echoes through the darkness. In wealthier districts like Mayfair and Bloomsbury,
Therefore, the legitimacy of government must derive from the consent of the governed, not from celestial decree. It is simply logical. It is the age of Enlightenment. Men like Isaac Newton, Edmund Halley, and Samuel Johnson walk these streets, shaping ideas that will echo through centuries. Yet even as progress rises,
of London's alleys, the Bow Street Runners, the city's first organized police force, begin patrolling the streets in the mid-1700s.
Hot pies!
Turning tragedy into spectacle. It is a city of contradictions, light and dark.
As we travel again toward the Thames, the river reflects the moonlight. Ships creak as they wait for the next tide. Workers unload crates by lantern glow. The smell of tar and spices drifts through the cool night air. London does not sleep. It dreams of trade, of knowledge, of power. The city is alive, restless. In the final moments of our tour, we climb to the top of London Bridge. Below us, the river flows quietly into the future.
Around us, the city stretches in every direction. A maze of markets, churches, a city reborn from fire, fueled by ambition and ready to shape the modern world.
And though centuries have passed, if you walk the streets of London today, you can still feel the echoes of that era.
The footsteps of merchants, the whisper of scholars, the laughter of theater crowds, and the hum of a city discovering its destiny. The London of the 1700s lives on, carved into the stones, written in the histories of the city that never stopped growing. This has been a journey through time, a tour of London as it once stood,